Bioware has dropped a Mass Effect teaser, and people are talking. Some people are talking in a negative way, some people are talking in a positive way. A lot of people are talking about who is that? A lot of people think it's Liar because it kind of looks like a doctor's coat. It doesn't look like a doctor's coat to me. It doesn't look like Liar to me. It just looks like a design they're working with. And I feel like when it comes to this character, or when it comes to this teaser trailer, it's more so just getting people into the mindset of what we could be looking forward to in the future. Now, I said some people are not happy about the teaser, and that's mostly because a lot of people are thinking to themselves, hey, when you keep showing these teases every couple years, and you had the one with Liara last year, you had like the pictures, and it's like we want to see more than that. It's like video games take a long time to make, and obviously that means that they're not ready to show a full trailer yet. Maybe they have a full trailer planned for the Game Awards. Maybe they got a full trailer planned for GDC or Gamescom in the future. Who knows? But for me personally, I'm a very patient person who always says when it comes to video games, I rather the game come out when it needs to, get delays many times it needs to, so it works properly, so we don't have a Cyberpunk situation or a Dragon Age 2 situation or a Fallout 76 situation. Put your game out when it's ready. Don't rush it. And Bioware can't afford to have a rush game after Anthem went through what it went through, after Andromeda went through what it went through. Bioware can't really afford to have another flop. They can't afford to have a game not be successful and not launch properly. So they need to knock this next game out of the park. So the trailer's played in the background for you, and as well, there's this image that shows you a close look at the character who's in the trailer. You can speculate to the cows come home on who it is. Like, again, some people think it's Liara, some people think it's Shepard, people think it's possibly Shepard. I'll say this, for those who think it can't be Shepard, you have to understand that with video games, every video game has a canonical ending, which basically means that even though a game allows you, the player, to choose your path, choose how things work, in the writing of a video game, there's usually like an actual canon, plot to the story on how things end, which is why sometimes when you play a Mass Effect game or Dragon Age game, there's choices that are made regardless of the fact of what you made. For example, Mass Effect, you might choose Anderson to be the only human console in Mass Effect 1, but then you end up finding out that Udina becomes the console anyways. That's because the developers, regardless of what your choice was, were writing Anderson to not be the counselor by the time Master 3 comes around, so he could be part of the war. So basically what I'm getting at is, for Commander Shepard, the canonical ending could actually just be the red ending for Mass Effect 3, which is basically the destroy ending. And for those who played Mass Effect 3 and did the destroy ending, you got the debris scene, which kind of just proves that Shepard's alive. So if the destroy ending is the canonical ending, then yes, that could be Shepard in that trailer. Now, do I think it's Shepard? I think it could just be a whole new person. I think we could be playing it as an entire new member of the N7 branch of the system Alliance military. I think that'll be a good idea. You don't have to have the same character over and over again. I think there's writers from Bioware who talked about how much more they enjoy Dragon Age or Mass Effect, because Dragon Age, each game is a new character, whereas with Mass Effect, each game is Shepard. So you have to write and continuate that character over and over again, fit them into the story over and over again. Whereas with Dragon Age, you start fresh. So we could get here when it comes to this person. It could be a new character, and this might be like a start to a new trilogy, where this character is basically like going to be the new Shepard, essentially, where it's like, they're going to be the person who's going to be the main character for 3 games if the game's successful. Now, do I wish it was Shepard? Sure. I feel like a lot of us will want to be Shepard because we want to be able to like continue his or her story. Liara's in the game, so you kind of like, if you romance Liara, you want to continue that. There's a lot that you want to happen when it comes to the story, because we are invested in the characters. We're invested in what we laid out for our characters. It has with Dragon as well. If you play the Warden Commander Dragon Origins, you want to be able to still play that Warden Commander. You want to see what happened between that character and Liliana, because if you romance Liliana, she mentions him in all 3 games. And she calls him like her love, and she's gonna go do this and go do that and venture the world with her love. And like, it'll be so great to be able to experience these things. Now, it happens. That's what it comes to when you have these characters who are tied to the lore, in that way. So I personally think, it's nice to see the teaser. I do think we're getting closer and closer. I think Bioware mostly wants to wait for Dragon Age to release, because Dragon Age is, further along development than Mass Effect is. So I think it was in 7 days. That's the first thing to point out. So they want to celebrate in 7 days. So they had a video ready to go. But you don't want to, like, cut Dragon Age at the knees by going full promotion mode into Mass Effect when you need to like actually put out actual trailers for Dragon Age. Because to be honest with you, we haven't even had real gameplay trailers for Dragon Age yet. So they need to work on that first before they can feed the machine of Mass Effect. And I'm okay with that. I'm a very patient gamer. I'm okay with the wait. I know it takes a long time in video games, especially RPGs of this magnitude and this story and this much dialogue. The question that also will come up is the title. If it's they're not going to reboot the game. We know that just via what we've seen when it comes to like Liara and her her cutscenes, her little teasers. So what is the games we call it? It probably won't be called Mass Effect 4, especially if you're not playing Shepard. If you're not playing Shepard, it would make sense to call it Mass Effect 4. It won't be called Andromeda 2 because I doubt they'll do a Andromeda sequel. There's so much bad blood and negativity towards that name. So what is the title going to be? Is it going to be called just Mass Effect as a reboot, but not be like an actual full-on reboot? And that does happen with things. What would it be here? When it comes to the teasers, it just says Mass Effect. When it comes to the picture they showed, it just has Mass Effect on it. And so it's like, it would be nice to have an idea what the name's going to be, because that way we could also speculate on what the story's going to be about. Because if they do go look at with a name that has like an actual title towards it, like Andromeda has Andromeda, so it's like, oh, it's an Andromeda. So if they go with like an actual name for the title of the game instead of like a number, you can speculate on what we'll deal with it in the game. But generally, I think the teaser trailer was cool. As a Mass Effect fan, it had me hyped. I can't wait to see more of it. Obviously, I think the character who they showed off looks cool as hell. So you said it looks like a Destiny warlock, which kind of does. It kind of does look like a warlock from Destiny, especially when it comes to like the Obsidian Mine, I think is what it's called. It's a helmet in Destiny. But it looks like a cool character. The gun that they have looks like a new design with pistols, because it doesn't have like that usual Master pistol look, which is usually like a box rectangular kind of style. Whereas this look more like a revolver-esque kind of like thing. So it looks like a cool character, and I can't wait to see some more of it. But anyways, that's it for this video, which wasn't supposed to be like a long video. Hope you all enjoyed. Leave any thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. You all stay safe. Be kind to another boy news. I'm out of here. Deuces.